yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Amarte es mi maña, que lo que toca mi mano se daña. Pero amor es lo que dicen, como un color entre los grises. Yo nunca te fallé, tú no eres cualquiera. Tú eres la mujer, mi corazón anhela. Pasan por ahí todas esas poses que tú conoces. Gracias a mi mujer, ni tu amigo, pero en vivo solo contigo disfruto el show, bebé. Alright, cita, dime pa' dónde vas, que yo te caigo donde sea. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Somos Adán y Eva, y estoy listo pa' tomar el castigo. Yeah. Y todo lo prohibido y los pecados que tú y yo hemos cometido. Pasan por ahí todas esas poses que tú conoces. Gracias a mi mujer, ni tu amigo, pero en vivo solo contigo disfruto el show, bebé. Alright, pasita, dime pa' dónde vas, que yo te caigo donde sea. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Con tus labios rosados, yo me muero por una prueba de placer. Siempre que estoy a tu lado, lo que siento, nadie más lo podrá saber. Vamos y sin censura, yo te hago todo a ti, dulzura. Que pasó entre yo solo cuenta todo. Y si tú quieres te pone a buscar. Es como tú lo mueves, rapa, pam, pam, haciendo locura en la mañana. Si alguien te pregunta no ha pasado nada, solo amaneciste en mi cama. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer. Tu piel caramelizada, el pecado que pronto voy a cometer. Esa voz tan delicada no demuestra lo que tú haces con mi piel. Vamos y sin censura, yo te hago todo a ti, dulzura. Que pasó entre yo solo cuenta todo. Y si tú quieres te pone a buscar. Es como tú lo mueves, rapa, pam, pam, haciendo locura en la mañana. Si alguien te pregunta no ha pasado nada, solo amaneciste en mi cama. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame.
Check.
Ven y atrápame.
This is some Latino pop music
Sabemos bien lo que vamos
to
a hacer.
get the gears moving tonight.
Estás en mi zona, cosas que nunca decepcionan. Pero es mejor bien arrechado, no vamos pa'l hotel o pa' otro lado. Como dice Balvin, esta vaina no acaba. Estás en mi zona, cosas que nunca decepcionan. Pero es mejor bien arrechado, no vamos pa'l hotel o pa' otro lado. Y como quieras, mami, yo estoy a tu lado. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer.
Maybe it's 'cause we're young, got time and we're wasted, got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me, feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight? 'Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. Oh, don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again.
Ladies and gentlemen, but more ladies, hello! How we doing out there? It's your boy Dave Neal. Good to see everybody.
We were young and so dumb.
Let's do some rearranging here. There it is.
I knew that you would
That's the spot.
play our songs all the time.
Welcome to the Bachelorette Week 6 host episode, West Coast live stream with yours truly, Dave Neal. Make some noise. Let's do it.
keep looking back, don't
All
wanna
right.
forget ya.
Little DJ going on
I
here.
wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind.
Oh, we're feeling good in the comment section, aren't we? The chat's doing nice. We're hanging in there. We got Coke Zero Energy. Not a sponsor, should be. Cora wants a virgin margarita with this music. Go for it. I'm sure Sophia's could whip something up for you there. Our resident bartender, right? Bump the Harrison. Do me a favor. If you're new here, just politely cancel that like button. Just cancel your finger right on top of that like button. You can hit it as many times as you want, as long as it's an odd number. Some more light going on there. Now, I accidentally set the output stream to 1080p instead of 720, so it might be a little laggy. We're coming at you in high def tonight, and your boy's a little too old for high def. High def is meant for teenagers and young 20s. Once you get into your 30s, you're like, let's go back to the 70s when it just all looked like a nice, brightly saturated ball of joy. Hello out there. Franny's in the chat. Good to see you, Franny. Thank you. You like this music we got going on? Yeah, you don't even need to know how to, I feel like salsa dancing, right? You just want to elbow things near you. I feel like as long as you try to elbow things near you, that's dancing. Maybe not. Maybe not, folks. Sophia's, you'll bartend. I trust you'll make a stiff drink. I bet your drinks will be as stiff as Blake's pants after a week of not whacking it. Okay, folks. Look, it's going to be one of those. The show dictates the conversation, and the conversation is all about controlling one's urge to self-regulate, if you will. Yeah, so do me a favor and regulate your finger onto that like button, if you don't mind. Sarai's already drunk. Come on, Sarai, what are you doing here? It's a family show. Yeah, Franny, you're from Brazil, right? I got some new shorts I just put on. You guys like these? Like these shorts? Is that too tall for them? Not a bad looking short, right? I'm the type of person, when I buy something, I rip it out of the box and I immediately have to put it on. I literally have tags on it. They're kind of cheap, but I try my best. Sophia, breaking news, Sophia's finger is all over that Harrison. Sarai with a $5 super chat, left a voicemail and hit a long, she says it's long but worth it. Well, I'll be the one to decide if it's worth it, Sarai. We'll have to see about that. I'm sure it is. Madison Nicole is in the chat room, everybody. Good to see you. We are populating a chat here. We have 100 people on my end. Heather says, hey, Neal family. Good to see you. Yeah, Franny, your accent is so subtle that my guess, Franny, is you've been in the U.S. for at least 20 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going with your accent, having heard you speak, is so subtle you've been here for at least 20 years. I mean, no less than 10. So we've got people wondering. Let me slide this over there. Tasha and I were just recording Tasha's take, so we had the cameras set for that. Now, even Caitlin Bristow doesn't know what woo-woo stands for. It stands for week off of whacking off. We got Connor leaving. We got Michael giving him a big old smooch. The other Michael's sad. There he goes. Oh, yeah, they're missing him. Trey, I was surprised how emotional Trey got. Trey was really bummed out. Of course. Caitlin posted that people don't know how to take a joke. Let's see if I can find that post. Caitlin says Hunter is playing this perfectly. I don't know what that means. What do you mean playing it perfectly? Oh, I don't want to reply to her. Just trying to figure this out. Christine Diaz says, Def think Katie sent home all the ones wrapped up in the drama surrounding Hunter. Good on her. But what, like, I didn't understand. Even the guys admitted that Hunter, like, we're getting a little nitpicky here, you know? Trying to see if there's any tweets we missed here. I love them. How do you not love their energy? Look at the faces. I don't know. Ashley says she's LOL'd more this episode than any in the past. All right, I'm trying to catch up. I've already fallen behind here. Trying to catch up. SJ Susan from Michigan left a voicemail. All right, we'll get to the voicemails in a minute here. Joanna says, WTF am I doing? I didn't watch the episode yet. It's 7 a.m. here. I should get ready for work, but no, I'm watching the stream. Joanna, go to work. We'll be here. We'll just when you watch the stream later, pretend like you were there with us. Kim says, I like Katie, but tonight was a serious WTF eggplant. I don't know. I didn't take any of the whack-a-mole seriously. I didn't take any of that seriously. You know, these middle episodes. Oh, Franny says she's been here for 11 years. All right, well, it was in my range from what I said. Trey was sobbing. Yeah, that's right. You know, Trey had a buddy. Wow, how sad. And you know, you have to remember too, like these they don't have anything else to do. So when they lose a friend, they're losing like all they have. It's like Trey's like, that's my guy. I had one friend. He's gone now. Boy, I gotta say, doesn't this backdrop look fantastic? GPP says, poor Connor, how bad of a kisser am I? Well, look, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad kisser. It just the energy and the rhythm didn't fit what was happening with Katie, you know? So, like I said, they were kind of like kissing cousins. Like they were making it work, but it wasn't going to work long term. You like that? Summer's defending him. He may not be a bad kisser. Maybe him and Katie just they don't kiss well together. Yeah. Some cried more about Connor leaving than Katie. Cora says Katie's down to 6. How did it happen so fast? So let me see. Let me get the voicemail system out and about. Let's get the voicemail number up. Give me a second. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. Somebody's gonna get into the fantasy suite. All right, where the hell is it? Boy, it's tough. Once the night comes, my processing power. It's tough. All right, so here we are, guys. Live chat, Katie Thurston, season week 6. Yeah, does Trey and Connor, did they end up getting to hang out at the airport? I mean, they left like hours away from each other, right? Kim says, aside from the jerking ban, I love tonight's episode. I like the way you put it. The jerking ban. Yeah, well, I don't think there was anyone like waiting in the showers to like see if it, I think it was done in good faith. All right, let's see. Gemma says, just because Hunter didn't observe the nitpicking doesn't mean he was ever going to get where the Gregs and Blakes are. Oh, didn't deserve the nitpicking. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Like he just came to realize he just wasn't a different. It's like they say, just like Katie said when she thought Matt James liked her, she didn't realize till after the season how farther off her connection was once she saw Matt James' connection to Rachel Kirkconnell, So, they don't know. Everyone's kind of delusional. Everyone waxes poetic and thinks that they've got like a chance. And that's partly due to like, Katie creating an environment where she values them. All right, let's get into the voicemails here. I did want to play a few. Oh, we got a lot, but most of them look pretty short. So let's see. I did want to play Kirsten and Ash from earlier because I didn't get to it. So I do apologize. So let's start off there, and we'll go right down the list.
This is Ash from, Ash and Kirsten. Ash speaking. So I am very excited to see what is going to go down tonight with Katie and her whole anti-self-care request. I know you did a video about this. We haven't gotten to watch it yet, but we're very curious to see how the guys are going to respond. I feel like some of them are going to be like super about it and think it's like fun. And then some of them, I feel like they might be a little off put or like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do now? I'm very curious to see how Mike, the guy who said he was saving himself for marriage, I'm very curious to see how he is going to respond to this. I think we all know how Blake is going to respond. But yeah, anyway, just very excited for tonight. This is like totally different than things we've seen on The Bachelor before. So yes, I hope you...
Oh, I think it cut off at the end. Yeah, no, of course. And as we see, Let's see. Let's go to Courtney in Southern California. Let's. I don't know if this is any. I got a lot of voicemails, so I might have to barrel through some of these if they're not really pertinent. Hold on.
I left you some voicemails, hoping that you can make a video on Hannah Brown and the collab with the brand Show Me Your Moo. I'm not trying to be a cancel culture queen, but I thought it was a little bit weird that they have a brand called Show Me Your Moo, and a moo is a traditional Hawaiian clothing, and they're not making their clothes to look like that. It's like a bunch of like rip-offs of like the Hawaiian culture, like PJ pants and tops with like pineapples on them and weird stuff. I'm like, how is this okay? So I don't know. No one's talking about it. I'm trying to create some buzz because I think we need to discuss this. I mean, come on. It's 2021. Let's be appropriate and let's not be culturally appropriative. Thanks, Steve. You rock. Bye.
Courtney in California. Thank you. You know, I'm going to have to do some more research on Show Me Your Moo. Tasha, do you know Show Me Your Moo? Do you know the brand Show Me Your Moo? Are they culturally appropriating? Let's get Tasha in on the battle here. Tasha's dressed up because we just filmed our recap here. Someone was wondering. They said Hannah Brown here. Come on in. Come on into the chat here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasha Marie Courtney. We have good sexy music if you want to listen to a second.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear.
Well, you need to hold on to that. So the question was, I just got a message. I just got a message from someone saying they thought it was shocking that Hannah Brown would collaborate with Show Me Your Moo. A moo being a traditional Hawaiian outfit, I guess. So I guess.
It is?
Well, I don't know. That's the problem, is I'm not going to call her out. I don't know the sort of origin stories of Show Me Your Moo. I will say, on photos alone, looks very cute. I love a good iced coffee.
Well, I just feel like a big dummy if that's true, because I didn't know that moo was a Hawaiian thing. I thought that moo just meant like big, oversized. Like I thought a moo was almost like a like a very oversized shirt, or like
a moo dress, or moo is a loose dress of Hawaiian origin that has quite an interesting history. In the 1820s, British Protestant missionaries introduced a holoku, Hawaiian word for the mother hubbard dresses, to the people of Polynesia to try and civilize them and to cover up as much skin as possible. So I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not here to if the fact that we don't know just goes to show that there needs to be more work done. Show Me Your Moo problematic. I feel like if you Google anything in problematic, you'll find someone will tell you why it's problematic. I'll have to get back to you guys because I don't think anyone in the post episode really knows. So anyway, let's just keep on going with this. And of course, Tasha, congrats on hitting the we've celebrated all day on the different channels here, but congrats on hitting the monetization requirements for your channel. You're not approved yet, but you are well on your way.
Not approved yet, but hopefully maybe someday soon.
Days away probably. And of course, you're wearing your outfit from tonight's Tasha's Take fashion recap.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go all the way back down to here just so we can see. Hopefully I don't miss any super chats. But look, I can't even control this. There's hundreds of comments here. So you're getting a congratulations from people. Look at Tasha in her dress. That's right. Tasha looks great, says Summer.
Thank you.
A lot of congrats. But yes. We just recorded your nice Bachelorette fashion recap. I thought it went very well.
Thank you. Yeah, we're on a roll tonight, which is good because I have to be up very early in the morning. So I'm just really impressed that we're done with everything. Or I'm done. You're not done. But I'm done at 10 p.m. I'm about to go take a shower and go to
what
bed.
time do you have to wake up tomorrow?
I haven't looked yet.
Like 4?
Probably 5.
Oh, boy. All right, folks. So we're not, oh, boy. Well, do yourself, prepare as much tonight as you can so we don't.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry.
Tasha's got a long day tomorrow, folks. She's working multiple jobs out here, and I'll be at home tending to the recap empire.
All right.
I got a lot going on too.
You
just
do.
So
And
you know.
I've got stuff to add to your list as
No,
well.
boy. No, boy. Sorry, you're cutting out. I'm going to have to let you go. Can't hear you.
I do need to go get in the shower, though.
Go
so
get in that shower.
To it.
Say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night from Tasha Marie Courtney. There she goes. What do they say? Hate to see you leave, love to see you go. There it is, folks. Okay, it's all right. Okay, here we are. We're back. So, to continue that convo, Gemma says, if it looked just like traditional Hawaiian wear, wouldn't that be more of a problem? Looks like it just draws inspiration. You know, I don't know. Learned something new, says AC. I thought a muumuu was a loose granny robe house dress. Yeah, no, maybe it comes from one thing, but it's, generations later, something else. I mean, everything is inspired from something else. You can't be like, I don't like rock and roll because it comes from jazz, which comes from African beats. So it's like, and I understand, obviously, the cultural appropriation can be way more vagrant and outward, like, just right in your face. Like, it's like Kendall Jenner wearing like a sumo outfit with chopsticks. Like, that would be cultural appropriation more so than maybe a situation where like a muumuu is essentially, while a muumuu, and again, I don't know this for sure, so don't take my word for it, but muumuu might be or is a dress that originated as a Hawaiian thing, but it's also used in a lexicon that's way more broad. I don't know. All right. We got a lot of voicemails to get through. So let's play your voicemails. Heather in Santa Clarita, you are up.
Hey, this is Heather from Santa Clarita. I was just calling to say thank you to the whole Neal family for giving me good vibes last Thursday about my interview. I got the job. I'm so excited. I'm like doing a little happy dance right now. So I have a feeling that your good vibes that you gave me on the Thursday chat really helped me through the interview. I'm so excited, and take some shots for me because I don't drink. I love you all. You're great. And cheers. Bye.
So Heather from Santa Clarita. Now, you got the job, but that job was in Redondo Beach. That's got to be a 90-minute drive. Are you going to move to Redondo? If so, will you be living near the beach? And when can we get passes to the beach? Okay, thank you so much there. Congratulations to Heather in Santa Clarita. If you guys remember last week, we essentially willed Heather. We willed the badass energy that exists within all of us, and harnessed it in a way in which she was able to crush that interview. So congratulations for that. Susan in Michigan, you are up.
Hey Dave, it's Susan from Michigan. I'll try to be fast again about this episode. Justin, I'm just going to take a hard pass on that. But Connor, I felt bad, but I really think he may be the breakout from this season that gets a new career from the show. I don't think he went on the show for that, but fans love him. He's talented. He's a performer. I just think he may have a new career in the future. Blake and Katie, a spark sort of flying. And let's just say I don't think he's going to be winning the challenge that Katie set for the guys in the beginning of the show. And also, I just think it's hilarious because I think the producers must be going nuts because Katie is such a boss. She's not going for any of the drama. She's cutting out cocktail parties. She's sending guys home. She's doing whatever she wants, and I love it. So that's all. And I hope to catch the live chat if I can stay up. And bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for the call there, Susan. Yeah, Katie, she's just doing what she wants, and nobody can stop her. All right, this is a 9-second voicemail. Short voicemails, you just never know what you're going to get. All right, this is a blank voicemail. So that must be a misfire here. Let's go. This is Lauren calling from New York. You are up. Let me get to it. Hold on. I'm hitting the button. Here it goes.
And I'm calling from New York. And I just wanted to say that this episode was wild. But I have to say that I was pretty disappointed in the whole, like, what would they call it? Whoa situation. Something about it felt a little invasive or just a little like inappropriate, a little like too far to kind of demand that out of people. Not that, it's something that wouldn't be a good exercise, but it just felt a little bit like, I don't know, maybe like a power play in a way. And I don't know, just something about that was a little off to me. And there was something else. I can't remember. seeing Connor go was really hard, but he was very, very gracious, and I appreciated that. But I also didn't like Blake kind of just coming in. It was just another kind of weird move. I don't know, some weird vibes in this episode. And the Justin date, I kind of felt the same way. But anyway, have fun, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye. That's our new thing. Bye. If you can get more vowels in, bye. No, I like it. Bye. Okay, thank you so bye. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate that. The whole it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like it was a joke that kind of wasn't that funny. So like I can understand being like, it was just kind of a miss for me. It's like, okay. But I still think if you're going for funny, they weren't trying to harm anybody. They weren't trying to shame anybody. So, it's like, all right, they were trying to do something new, being like, all right, no one's ever talked about the whacking off part. Let's, whatever. Anyway, this is Connor. He performed a couple nights ago over there in at a little venue here, Third Coast Comedy Club. We did have a couple clips of him playing, but wouldn't it be great if I could get a full? I might not have it right now, but yeah, there's Sweet Josephine. So I'm petitioning that I should be the leader of the Sweet Josephine fan club, and I want to call us Sweetie Pies. So let me know what you think of that. But if you want to DM Connor and let him know that I am self-nominating to be the president of the Connor Brennan Sweet Josephine Sweetie Pies fan club. Let me know what you guys think about that. A lot of people, like Franny says, I didn't like to see Connor go, but I like Blake coming to comfort her. Maybe I'm biased because I like Blake. And you know what? Someone had mentioned this the other day about how is it that they let Blake come in so late? But we have to remember, technically Blake was there before Nick Viall came in. And Nick Viall came in episode 3, I believe. So Blake was there. They just did some kind of like shifty editing to make him like not quite show up right at the right time or whatever. So, I think they do that because they kind of want to, Deborah says I'm the cutest when it comes to Connor. I mean, look, I just appreciate talent. Guy's got boatloads of talent, seems to be a nice guy. That's okay in my book. If you haven't already, you can go listen to the song he wrote about the night he met Katie. And the dude's got a lot of talent. Yeah, is he cheesy? He's a musician. Of course, he's gonna use the tools he has to his advantage. Okay, yeah, All right, here we go. Let's keep it going here. The voicemails are open, guys. If you want to call in, just bring the heat. Catherine in Florida, you're up.
Hey, Dave. This is Catherine from Florida. I am calling to send a huge thank you to everybody in the community. I seriously am blown away, and my heart is so full with everybody's generosity. Thank you to you and our entire community. I raised a total of $510, which is way over my goal limit. So thank you to everybody who donated. It seriously means the world to me. I will send everybody updates next Monday during the live stream to let you all know how it goes, but I seriously can't thank you all enough. So thank you a million times. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all on the live stream.
Unbelievable. Right, Tasha, can you hear me? Are you clothed? You're not clothed? Well, just come in here. Catherine from Florida tried to raise $300 today. $510. These people right here showed up and really helped somebody out with a few extra bucks so that dog can get a nice bone in its recovery. Now you got to send us recovery. You got to send us updates, all that jazz. But we wish you the best. So congratulations. I'm sure the comment section will be ecstatic. I mean, that's literal change. Yeah, sure, you got Richard Branson going into space with his billions of dollars. Well, you know what we got? We got, a dog that's on the mend, okay? So congratulations on that. That's really good news. And if people didn't know, in the earlier live chat, we were trying to raise $300 for a emergency surgery that the dog needs. And you were able to get way more than that. Nearly double. And if people want, I will post... let's see here. I don't know if this is it. One of these. So here's Catherine's Venmo. If anyone wants to just throw any, you can, by all means, let's go for the rest of the night. Throw some more. bread in a tip jar there. All right, that's all for you, Tasha. She's naked with high heels on, if anyone was wanting to know. Why'd you get undressed that way?
Well, I was hanging up my clothes.
You were hanging up your clothes while you were wearing your high heels?
Taking my shoes off yet.
This is what you get when you date someone who's like very focused. She's upstairs peeling off, pasties, and she's got her high heels still on. You can relax, honey. All right. So that was a ton of fun. We are so happy for Catherine. Unbelievable. Very good to hear. I don't know if you're still in the chat with us or if you've gone to sleep for the evening, because I know you messaged earlier. Marie Gomez says, breaking news, I'm moving to the U.S. Anyone here from Minneapolis? I need friends who watch this show. We might have some Minnesota. They might not be in this late night live stream. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to make sure that we are all caught up. So anyway, thank you everyone. Who donated to either the Catherine's Venmo or to her GoFundMe. That's very good news to hear. We're very happy for you. And we have a couple more voicemails. Please keep calling them in. Voicemail lines are wide open.
Hey, Dave and everybody. It is Sarai. All right. Trigger warning. I'm going to do it right off the bat. I am borderline tipsy. I know I'm way past tipsy. I'm borderline drunk.
Okay.
I'm trying to count, 2 beers and at least 4 shots. But
4 shots.
I've had a good reason to. But first off, what an episode. I felt so bad for all the 5 guys sent home. So sad. Especially Connor. Oh my God. If Mark wasn't in the picture, I definitely want a Connor. Who wouldn't want Connor? Oh my God, he dressed up in a cat suit the first time. And I'm a cat lady. So, and he's a musician. Send him my way if it wasn't a Mark. Oh my God. Oh, his breakup just broke my heart.
Hey, Tasha, do we know what our birth charts are? What am I? We're both Taurus, but there's people really need to know this. I think they're I don't know. I feel like when women ask you your astrological sign, they're just finding which ways to judge you. I feel like that's what's going on. So I saw in the comment section there, people weren't letting me not answer. So tell him to download CoStar so we can all follow him and compare birth charts. The last thing I want is for my audience to be like, well, Dave, you're coming off a little snappy. You must be in retrograde or whatever the terminology is. I don't know how it goes. All right, Sarai, keep going here. But come on, what's these drunken voicemails, Sarai? Spill the beans. What do you got going on? Oh, I lost you. Hold on, Bluetooth. You're back.
I'm drunk. Was because, unfortunately, during my dog walk with Keegan, the dog I'm dog sitting, we had a dog incident, and she hasn't had all her shots yet. She's at least almost 15, 16 weeks old. She got attacked by a dog. The dog literally came all the way across the street, beelined for us, and took 2 guys to get her off of her.
Yikes.
Luckily, she didn't have any puncture bite wounds too much, like it should have been, because she's a golden doodle, so she's got so much fur. But unfortunately, she nicked me, so she's in quarantine for 10 days because she gave me a little bite afterwards. I don't blame her for biting me. I'd bite me too if she was in that position.
The dog bit
you? Now I
you?
am drunk. And of course, I texted Mark and he texted back. So yeah, we're all good. But I am just now getting ready for the hot tub. So yeah, I'm getting drunk because I had a dog freaking incident. All right, I love you guys. Bye.
All right, well, look, you get a pass. You're allowed to get drunk if you get bit by a dog. Those are the rules. We just got to follow the rules. So let's go to Justin in California. You're up next. Let's see if I can get this pony played.
California.
Hold on.
Hey, Dave. It's Jessica calling from California.
Jessica.
I honestly had to take notes on this whole episode just because I knew that there was going to be a lot I forgot. The first thing I wanted to start with, though, was that awkward group date. I feel like they didn't give them the proper instructions on what to do because it just seemed like they were so lost and had no idea what was going on. So I think that's why that one was just so weird and awkward to watch. And then I guess the second thing is I'm so surprised that Connor left. my man, cat guy Connor, like, that was surprising to me. I thought he was going to be top 4, but whatever. Have a nice night.
Yeah, Connor. I mean, look, yeah, they just had a great connection, but it just wasn't. It wasn't making her. It wasn't. You know what I'm trying to say. It just wasn't there. It doesn't mean he's not gonna have that great connection with someone else. All right, Tasha's got my birth chart. All right. Here's. Well, are you gonna say it out loud?
Yeah.
Why don't you just say it into this microphone so people can actually hear what you're saying?
Just repeat what I'm saying.
No. I'm not gonna repeat what you're saying. You're off camera. Just yell it. Right. Okay. There you go. All right. Talk.
Sun sign Taurus.
Okay.
Got that? You don't need to repeat it.
Sun sign Taurus.
Rising sign Virgo.
Rising sign Virgo.
Moon Virgo.
Moon Virgo. Oh, duh. Must have known that. Venus Aries.
Now you want to know mine?
Dude, I don't know. Do people want to know Tasha's? I feel like this is a lot of info.
Well, I guess if people know what they're talking about, they'll know.
Well, I mean, like, what can people use this info against me? This is like credit card fraud here. They know my rising sign? You don't need to know my rising sign.
Okay, mine is
Tasha's.
Sun Taurus.
Sun Taurus.
Rising Libra.
Rising Libra. That's where you get your bitchiness from. Rising Libra. That sounds moody. I'm a rising Libra. That's a...
No.
No, okay.
Moon Virgo.
Moon Virgo.
And Venus Aries.
Venus Aries.
So we're exactly the same except for our rising sign.
So we have different rising signs.
Right?
But how does that explain the fact that I'm so much more chill than you are? How does that explain? She laughed. It's not always easy to get someone to laugh. All right, let's turn that microphone off here. I got a microphone set up so when Tasha wants to yell, I can just point a microphone at her and it helps out. Erica says, Dave, don't be condescending. Well, who am I being condescending to? Tasha or to you guys? Well, look, I mean, Veronica says, Dave, you are all earth. You're an earth boy. What does that mean? Will someone call in and tell me what my chart means? You can't just tell me to read a chart and not tell me what it means. All right, let's go to Sant Diego. You are up. You are on the call.
Hey, Dave. It's Danielle from San Diego again. Here are my thoughts on this week's episode. So starting with Justin's one-on-one, I love him. He's so sweet, obviously. But I feel like we didn't really learn anything from him on that date. He asked a million questions about Katie. And with that, I feel like this season we have learned the most about a lead and their personal life. So that's amazing. Otherwise, I see how Katie and Blake can work together. I don't know. Their humor, the way they interact, I feel like it just meshes really well. So I'm really kind of loving that. Overall, I feel like she really knows what she wants and she's not going to take anything less, which is amazing. And I feel like we haven't seen that much power in a lead in a while. So that's amazing. On a side note, since I live in San Diego, a lot of the guys from this season actually are from San Diego. And I was out at the bars in Pacific Beach the other night on Friday, and Aaron, James, and then two other of the guys, I couldn't really make out who they were there. And I know this is long, but I'm sorry.
No worries.
Don't have the best taste in my mouth after meeting Aaron. Long story short, very egotistical, was going up to random girls at the bar from miles away saying, oh yeah, I'm on the show, deal with it. I don't know. Whatever. Just not the kind of sweet guy you want to think is on the show. Anyways, thanks, Dave, and I'll keep watching. Bye.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. Lots of comments saying that they want Tasha to have a microphone so she can pipe in her comments from anywhere in the house. That sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, I don't know if we like that idea. All right. But anyway, what makes her signs and my signs, what makes this so compatible? What's the actual science behind it all, or is there none? All right, time to talk to my favorite Alaskan. Can you believe the phone calls we get? Such high quality comments from all of you guys.
Hey, Dave, it's Gemma, your favorite Alaskan. Hey, remember that one-on-one date with Justin tonight? Yeah, I don't think anyone else does either. It was the driest thing I've ever seen. That's all I have to say. All right. Bye.
Bye. That was a good one. That was a good dismount there, Gemma. You had a good dismount. I thought you were going to go longer. I thought you were going to commit to like a minute-long dismount. One of these days, I beg someone, whenever it gets awkward and you feel like stopping, just keep going, plow forward. Very interesting that you commented that no one remembers the Justin date. And, it's not his fault. These are like 8-hour-long dates. They decided to run with Katie's story versus his, and, they decided to maybe further Katie's story. Maybe that's because Justin's, maybe there isn't going to be much that comes out of it, maybe... I don't know. They know something we don't, so I don't want to read into it, but we'll have to see how it goes. GPP says, have been looking at Justin's paintings. He is really talented. Oh, no. Justin is a real artist. Absolutely. He is a real artist. I will pull up some of his paintings while we listen to Susan in Washington. You're up on the call. Susan in Washington.
Hi, this is Susan in Washington.
Hey.
I'm not Susan from Michigan. But I do agree with Susan from Michigan, and I really do see Connor being the breakout here. I also loved how Jason was like, I really like this guy. This guy is great. And I liked how Caitlin said, over time, if they weren't in this show and if Blake wasn't there, I could see Connor and Katie just, coming together eventually.
Oh, sure.
But there's Blake swooping in and giving her all that romantic, the white knight on the horse and the boombox and the whole shebang. So anyway, listen, it was a great episode and enjoy seeing everybody and what they're talking about. And so happy to hear about your puppy, Caroline, and let us know. We'll be thinking about them. Bye. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you so much, Susan in Washington. Appreciate you. Did you get my email, by the way? Make sure you got my email. I sent you that clip. So we mentioned earlier Justin's clearly a very talented artist. He was on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast today to apologize for his old tweets. Now, some have said he is going to be a contender for the next Bachelor. So we'll have to see if there will be redemption for him in the eyes of Bachelor Nation. If you ask me, personally, I've talked before about the fact that, people grow and change, and they the fact that he's like this, like, softy artist is like, who knows? I mean, but we'd love to get to know more about him, but, clearly they've gotten to know him and they like him a lot, and very talented guy. All right, let's go next to Shar from Huntington Beach. You're up.
Hi, Dave. It's Shar from Huntington Beach, California. Just finished watching The Bachelor. Want to call in and let you know about the thing that came up tonight. What was it called? The wow thing or the wild thing?
Whoa.
Some kind of thing they weren't able to do. Well, did y'all see the segment with the sprinkler?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, that the producers put that in there. We know that Blake can't handle not doing the wild thing or the wow thing or whatever thing that is. But anyway, I just thought that was comical. And I think Katie loved every minute of it. She needed a bad boy. She wants a bad boy. And she deserves a bad boy. So anyway, have a good night. I just thought it was comical, and I wanted to say hi. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks for calling. Yeah, no, the sprinkler. I mean, it's phallic, absolutely. Boy, by the way, look at the eye control of Justin here as he paints on the this little skull. This what's it called? Dia de la Muerte, maybe kind of look happening here. All right. So anyway, Veronica says you're both Taurus, and no one is good enough for a Taurus, but a Taurus never gives anyone else a chance. That might be true. I was just going to say we're out of voicemails, but we've got more voicemails. Let's go to our friend Carly in Salt Lake. You're up.
Hi, Dave. It's Carly from Salt Lake. So just some thoughts on tonight. I'm not really feeling it with Justin. She seems like she really likes him all of a sudden, but I feel it was kind of out of nowhere. I don't really like their vibe. The whole, whoa thing, I thought was funny. I mean, I think the guys handled it fine, but it reminds me, I just started watching Too Hot to Handle last week, which I'd never seen. And oh my God, that's what it reminds me of. And if you haven't seen it, that show is addicting for some reason. So, anyway, and then, yeah, of course, Connor leaving. I know he's your man crush, so I don't know if you cried, but I did. It was so sad. And then I thought it was interesting how he came back to the house after to actually say bye to the guys. That usually never happens. They just come get the luggage. But I think it just goes to show the kid, you know, how he is friends with all the guys and everything. And then it was so sad how he was like, "Oh my God, how bad of a kisser am I?" Like it was just heartbreaking. And then with Blake coming in afterwards, I thought it was really sweet. I mean, it's exactly what she needed. She was sad. He cheered her up. I thought that was great. I really like them together. I think that she did keep the right guys, but it's hard to say who her number one is right now. But I personally think it's between Greg and Blake. So I can't wait to see what happens. And then just side note, it's so weird we're talking about astrology tonight because I literally had a natal chart reading done earlier today for it's like a 2-hour reading that you can do. And it tells you like from down to the minute you're born and like where, what city. And it tells you a lot about yourself and what's going on in your life. And I would highly recommend. Anyway, see y'all in the chat. Bye.
Bye.
Or no, bye.
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 You got your navel chart. Does that mean your belly button? They read your belly button. They read it. Do they read how the diameter of your belly button? Well, if you got a deep belly button, that means you were born during. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm just messing with you guys. GJ says we got to take a Dave fam cruise to Alaska. Let's go up to Alaska. Let's go for it. Well, no, I didn't cry. I wasn't that sad when Connor was sent home because I just knew it was going to happen. Like I knew, I didn't know which episode, but I knew it was coming, you know? So we'll get into a little bit more about Justin probably tomorrow because there is, like, I haven't dived. I haven't dove. I did not dive into Justin's latest episode, but because it came out today, they kind of dropped it right here. So Justin Glaze from Bachelorette offers a heartfelt apology for insensitive tweets that were surfaced from his youth. Listen now. And then this is what people have to say. Ugh, he's already shown his true colors. And this is kind of what bothers me. It's that people don't want redemption. People don't want to give people the chance to apologize and own up for things. So it's like, what's the, you know, I get it. Some people were very hurt from what he said. But at the same time, if no one dragged these tweets up, then, you know, whoever had the sinister motivation to unearth these old tweets, it's almost like if the conversation was done and he had grown and moved on, then we're just reigniting a fire. But either way, did he own it up is the question. And we'll play this tomorrow when I can actually listen to the podcast episode. And we'll see how Tayshia, who's not confrontational, talks to Justin. And we'll see how Becca talks to Justin. We'll see if they can actually, you know, ask some tough questions. But this commenter says, trying to apologize and brush it under the rug. He already showed his true colors, deleting comments all over his own social media. So the last couple of days, he was deleting comments from people that were being critical of him. And then the person responds to that and says, he was 14 and 16 years old when he tweeted those things. And this interview is doing the exact opposite of brushing it under the rug. It's admitting and addressing it to move forward. So we'll have to see. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. Just a little sneak peek. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I don't want to comment any farther because I don't know what he said. So we'll have to see. Kristen Nunez says Justin is a dark horse. Well, I think Katie's made it clear in interviews that he would be a top contender, that either, she said something about him either being the sexiest or best kisser or one of those things. So clearly she's liked him. And, you know, sometimes, the dark horse, sometimes they will not edit them or show their storyline right away. But someone like Greg Grippo is an early favorite, but then he kind of gets lost in the shuffle maybe. MV says, does anyone else think Connor and Kendall would be a good match? You keep my Connor away from that Kendall, okay? You keep him away. I'm not going to let my boy go near that Kendall. All right. I think we got a couple more. Heather Strandberg says, I'm a Virgo, which is the most Virgo thing you could say. I mean, if you ask, I don't know. All right. Let's go to Danielle. Wait, I said story. Okay. Let's go to someone who hasn't called yet, just because I got a whole lineup of calls here.
Hey, Dave. Happy Merry Man Tears Monday to you. And hey, everybody in the chat, what's up? Are you guys drinking? L-Dog, Sarai, Veronica, What's up? Dave, I just want to say first that I think all this star sign stuff is total bullshit. As a psych student, I can tell you, I really think that it all has to do with a collection of your past experiences and the way you were raised. That probably has more to do with your motivation.
What a Libra.
So I think it's all bullshit. But also, I wanted to say that I really think that Justin, he probably got a bad rap with this date tonight. Justin, was that who it was? For the one-on-one? What a boring one-on-one.
Yeah.
And didn't get a chance. It just seemed like it was neither one, him or Katie, was having a good time. It was just a snore fest. So anyway, love your face. Thanks for all you do. Bye. I-O-U and sometimes Y.
That's a good one. Good dismount on your buy. That was a good discount. Just one day, I hope someone's walking by and hears someone go, bye. And they're like, are they kidding? What are they doing? All right. Thank you so much for the call. Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't believe in astrology. You heard it here first.
Hey, Dave. It's Madison calling from Minnesota.
Madison.
My thoughts are very scattered from this episode, but first of all, I'd love to give a grand shout out to Michael A. When Connor tragically was leaving. He just gave him a nice little smoochy smooch on the cheek. It was the cutest thing. I don't know if anyone else caught it, but it was really funny. Also, I think that Katie really does have a good idea of who's going to be a really good fit for her. Also, nobody else can really compare still in my mind to Blake. I mean, truly, it's not even just the producer encouraged, set up with the little stereo, facing the window kind of a thing. She's really attracted to him. So I think that he's just fully a top contender just based on their connection. But I think it's pretty cool that she was just I know exactly what I want. I know what I'm going for. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have any other opinions, but yeah, excited to see where the season keeps going. So thanks so much. Love you and hope everyone else has a great night. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I think it's good that Katie's getting rid of some of these guys just because it creates more space for the real, I get it. You do drama episode 4 through 6. You do the petty drama. I just can't believe that. I can't believe, we're all watching the show and there's 10 minutes left and we're going, she still has to get rid of 5 guys. How's she even going to pull this off? All right. I got one voicemail and then lines are open. So call into the voicemail number 401-213-9828. And if you guys want, I'll even open up the confessions. You guys want me to open up the confessions? If you guys have a confession you need to get off your chest, now is the time. You can call in. You don't have to share your name. You don't have to share anything. If you want to confess something, now, if it's something egregious, I'm going to have to report it to the FBI. If it's egregious, I'm not a priest. I'm not going to just keep everything, sealed here. But for the most part, you can tell us something that you need to confess. And the sky's the limit, really. So that's open for you guys. All right, let's go to Heather. She's calling up next. You are up.
Hey, everyone. It's Heather again. 2 voicemails in one night. This is new for me. Okay, so I was wondering, because we're all a bunch of wackadoodles in this family, if there was one Monday or maybe one Thursday that we could do kind of a Zoom type thing so we can all see each other acting weird and crazy, because I think we have so much fun and I think it'd be funny to see everyone, one night. I don't know. Just a thought. Okay. See you soon.
Now, that's a good idea. Now, the question is there a way, because that's a very extroverted thing to want to do. A lot of the introverts that we have in the chat say, no, they love just being in the chat room. That's all they want. So I don't know if everyone would be a part of that. But I do wonder if there's a way to maybe have a Zoom hangout within my live stream where I can just pop it open and people can pop up. Because it would be way cooler. And I just don't know if I have this technology. It would be way cooler if people could chat and moderate through the video services. But like I said, Sarah says Zoom can do that. But will Zoom, can I do Zoom within and air it through my YouTube live stream? Ika says, wait, what's your, she says, I left a voicemail. Did it get lost? Tell me your area code, and I'll see if I played it or not. Let me know your area code. Sophia says, wait, so I would have to wear clothes? Yeah, we're all trying to be naked here. Come on, live a little. All right. Annie says, too much Zoom in my life already. Yeah, I had a Zoom audition today. Oh my gosh. These auditions. Oh, brutal. Just brutal. They're all so brutal. 805 number. Let's see. 805. Did I not play your voicemail? I clicked on it.
Hi, all. This is Erica. I just want to call in and say this was actually a really cool episode because I think we got most of, or if not all of the talk. Maybe Brendan could be a little territorial, but he's not really. Anyways, basically my thought process is it's kind of nice to get some of the drama out. So hopefully before the hometowns come, we get to see all the great chemistry and the great guys. It was really sad seeing Connor go and all the bromance. That was really cute. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like there's hope for Katie in that she might actually find someone. I really hope she does. And it's always fun staying up super late with the live track and hearing from all of you. This is a really cool community. So I just wanted to say hi and bye. Bye.
Nice. Goodbye. That was a good bye. Thank you, Erica. Thanks for calling in. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Katie's going to find her guy. I think by setting the boundaries that she's setting, I think she's getting rid of the muck and making space for the serious guys, which is the Blakes, the Gregs, Justin, Andrew. Who else is like a serious guy? Who else is on the show right now that's like still Michael A. Michael A. Like these guys all have made good connections. Heather says, if you're an introvert, you can still come on Zoom and black out your screen. We'll have to figure out how to do that. I'd be down to do that. Simi Valley. Well, I was in Simi Valley for a show on Thursday. I don't know if that was technically Simi Valley. What's the town next door? Moore Park? I think that's near Simi Valley. I don't know. All right. Last calls on voicemails. If there's any confessions that need to come out, now's your chance. Oh, we have a new call here. Emily from Austin. You are up.
Hey Dave, this is Emma calling in from Austin. I just wanted to ask your opinion on contestants coming into the seasons late, because I know that's happened a few times over the years. And I was just curious if you think it's fair, do you think it should happen? I know that people have different opinions on that, but just wanted to know what you thought on it. Wanted to say hello to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's having a great night. And let's see what happens next week. Take care, everyone.
Now, Emily in Austin, is that a British accent you have got going on there? Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Angel Victoria says, love the accent. We love a good accent here. We're so sick of these Americans. We just drone on and on with their bye. It's nice to have like a bye. Cheerio, bye. Thank you so much for the call. How do I feel about contestants coming on? Well, you got to look at it this way. What is fair for the contestants isn't what the show's about. The show's about finding a match. And like last season, we had Michelle Young came in a little bit late, and she was fantastic. Now imagine if we never got Michelle Young. It's Emma. Emma's the one from England. What did I say? Did I say Emily? Sorry, the voice to text sometimes is wrong. By the way, voicemail lines are open. Anyone can call in if you have a confession, or not. But if you do have a confession, we'd love to hear from it. So yeah, I'm okay. I am okay with people coming in a few weeks late. Now, with Blake, like I said, he didn't come in that late. They kind of manipulated it. He came in like week 2 or 3, which is probably only like in real life, not that far. So the question with the quarantine seasons, are they coming in late because of some production reason? Are they waiting to see how Katie acts with the guys and they realize Katie's like, I think I like a guy, but I'm not sure. Okay, we'll bring in another guy. We'll bring in a couple more guys. Like, we'll have to see. And, so I'm okay with that. The idea that some of these guys go, well, I was here from the beginning. It's like, all right, bro, you filled out the resume just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Now, of course, you do have to wonder why someone came on the show, and people come in on for different reasons. But I support it. All right, Madison from Minnesota, you're up.
Hey, Dave, Madison again from Minnesota. I totally forgot to mention this. I personally, I don't know how everyone else feels, but I despise the wedding-oriented dates where you like get dressed up in the dress and you do the wedding vows. I think it is so weird, so cliche, and also very like psychologically manipulative. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I am just so not a fan of that, and I think they need to just totally get rid of that for the entire franchise. That's literally all I had to add. Also, I'm super down for this Zoom idea. So let me know where and when I'll be joining to say hey to everybody. Shout out to Sarai and Veronica. Okay, love you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Now, if anyone wants to change octaves, because we're really bye. If anyone wants to, bye. Whatever. Just feel free. Work with it. It's yours. Do whatever you want with it. All right. So Danielle says that at 10:38, no, I don't have a call at 10:38. I do have a 10:37. So let's see if this is a confession that she has.
Hey, Dave and everyone. It's Danielle from San Diego again. I am calling back because I said in the comments after my last voicemail, if you wanted to know more about the story of me meeting those guys at the bar. And Veronica D, I wanted to get back to you on that. So basically, we got to the bar. We see them all there. I immediately noticed them. I mean, I've been watching Bachelor for years, so I immediately noticed them. I see that there's not really many girls that cared to see them there. Like, there was one or two that were heavily flirting, mainly with Aaron. Like, the other guys really weren't getting any attention. And I noticed specifically with Aaron, I mean, granted, he's a very good-looking guy, so I was looking. But, so I'm like, watching.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he is a good-looking guy. We're not going to lie there. No lies told so far.
And there's girls literally across the way at the bar. And so these two girls were standing next to me and my friends at the bar about to order drinks. And Aaron came up to the girls standing next to us who were literally at the bar ordering drinks, not even looking, and goes, hey, we're on The Bachelor. Deal with it. Don't, stop looking at me. And we're like, And so I made it my goal to lower his ego for the night and to then say, okay, act like I'm not going to know who the hell he is. So he then later throughout the night comes up to me and my friends asking, hey, how are you guys doing? What are you guys drinking? Want to get shots? And I go, oh, yeah, what's your name? And we all acted like we had no idea who the hell he was. And he bought us shots. But so, long story short, just, not cool. I mean, it's just, you're on a TV show, and it's not the biggest thing in the world. You're not the president of the United States, so calm down. Anyways, that's kind of the shortened version of the story. Hope you guys enjoy that. Do with that information what you will. Love you all. Bye.
Well, thank you so much for clarifying that Aaron here. Now, look, we don't know. Maybe he was being harassed by other people before. I don't know, I don't, how they deal with this newfound fame. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, literally a few weeks go by and the guy's got some clout. You're right, though. I was in San Diego a few weeks ago, and I was wondering if I was going to run into any Bachelor people because that is a big hotspot. When I used to work in Santa Monica, I would see Nick Viall and a bunch of people running around, different hotspots. It's just the way it is. But anyway, thank you for the call and thanks for the update. Next time, get a video and send the video in, and we'll do a live interview with some of these jabronis. All right, we've got a confession coming from the 707.
All right, so confession. Well, a little I can talk, I promise. A little birdie has told me, I'm going to say which little birdie because I'm nice.
and I'm a good friend. A little birdie has told me that she thinks you're really good eye candy and that you're hot. It's one of our live streamers, but I'm not going to tell who. But she thinks you're really hot.
Oh, I'm part of the confession.
So,
I'm blushing.
Tasha has some competition. And then anything else?
Name yourself.
No, I think that's pretty much it. Everyone knows me, and I'm an open book. I like who I like. Everyone knows that it's Mark. I heard of him tonight, so we'll see. But yeah, that's my confession. A little birdie has told me that she thinks Mark, not Mark, I'm sorry, that's me. Gosh darn it. That she thinks you, Dave, is a little hottie patati.
A hottie patati. Breaking news,
okay.
folks.
All right.
Well, tell
All right.
your birdie, send your birdie over to your friend and say thank you. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I'm the type where my love language is affirmations. I want affirmations, but I don't take compliments well. So, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know, we're aging. We're going for it. We're one day at a time, folks. I am wide open on voicemails. Now's your chance. If we don't have any voicemails, I'm just going to end the live stream. I mean, you know, we're either going to do a few confessions or we're not. No worries. Yeah, Jess, I got a little, I mean, look, I'm just, you know, I'm not here to be some sort of, you know, I'm just here to report the news, guys. I've got a phone call here. Let's see who this is. Let's see if I can add the audio here. Is this an international phone call? Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Dave. Sophia from Montreal over here. Drunk dialing you again.
Bonjour, ça va bien?
Ça va très bien, ça va très bien. I'm actually calling with a complaint, but not about you.
Good,
but like about the episode. No. I don't know if I'm the only one, but on that episode, when like that group date, when they had the drag queens out, I got super excited. And on the edge of my seat, I'm like, they're going to dress the guys in drag. And then they didn't. And then I was so sad because I was like, I wanted to see who would rock that. Like, that would have been so much more fun. Like, and it was just so sad, and it just ruined my whole night. I was just like, I can't even watch this anymore. I wanted to see something fun. I wanted to see them do the catwalk. I want to see the makeup, full gear. Who would be the hottest? Who's going to rock it? I really wanted that. So yeah.
You know, I was listening to you talk, and I forgot, and I'm sober, but I forgot that it wasn't a voicemail. I was like, oh yeah, you're actually on the phone.
Yeah, I'm actually on the phone. Yeah.
I zone out and listen. Yeah, I don't know where we're at culturally if we can do cross-dressing. I mean, I'm all about it. I have been known to cross-dress in the past.
I think it would be fun though, because it's gonna show who's open to it. Like who's a fun guy, who's gonna embrace it, and who's gonna be like, oh no, I'm out.
Yeah, like I want to see.
It's a good.
Yeah, I want to see Michael the Virgin. I want to see him like in full fishnets and
oh my god,
hooker skirts and all that. No, I mean it's right. It's one of the quickest ways to like if you took 10 straight guys and brought them to a cross-dressing event or some sort of like drag race brunch, they're gonna have the time of their lives. They're just nervous because it's I'm so far past that because having lived in all sorts of cities and everything, and I know Montreal is very like open to it. But yeah, there's like something beautiful like when you see like when I used to drive for Uber, I drove a drag queen, and he was just not in his costume, so he was just like a normal dude. He looked like Aaron, just a normal guy, laced up, whatever. But then he was like, he transforms himself. It's performative. It's
well, that's like. Yeah, that's the fun thing. Like, I know a guy, one of the clubs I used to hang out at all the time had like a guy who would dress in drag, but it wasn't really drag. Like he had his thing, and so he wouldn't put fake boobs, but he would wear like a fishnet shirt and he would rock it. And it was so funny because he would show up at the club not in his outfit when he wasn't DJing, and a lot of people didn't know who he was. Unless you knew him, that was like his persona, and he was like a totally different introverted guy when he wasn't doing his character. And I just think that must be so freeing. Like, is it just me? I just wish I could do that and just be like, step out of myself, go crazy for a bit, have fun. Like, jealous.
I'm with you there. There's the society, whether it wants to or not. I mean, look, we can't even legally be naked on Earth. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even be in our own bodies. Everything's like shamed and covered and this and that. All we're trying to do as humans is like get a little freaky, get a little expressive, and and that's one way to do that. Where I'm sure it's a fun feeling to be out there all in the makeup room putting your wig on and all the I don't know. I'm doing it.
Like it just yeah. Well, like I said, I just was really wanting to complain about that because that really like made me sad. I know we really want to see it. Maybe next time I'm hoping that but you can't bring out two drag queens and then not have any fun and it be like a boring date. Like what a waste of them fabulous.
That date
people.
was such a bomb because the guys
anyway.
couldn't. The guys.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Can you hear me? Did you mute yourself? I'm still here. I'm gonna keep talking. I can hear you.
What? Oh my God, you can hear me?
Yeah.
I thought I lost you, Dave.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, he's gone. Oh well.
But yeah, the drag date, the guys couldn't rise to the level of what the drag queens wanted them to do, and they really, it was a real waste and not a showcase of the drag queens themselves. Yeah,
I feel like something went wrong there. Like I feel like they had a totally different idea in their mind, and it just didn't work out, and then it was just really awkward. It's just like this is really not. Yeah, no, wasn't. Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, and I'm not trying to quiz you, so just tell me if you did this or not. Did you watch my interview with Reality Steve?
I did. I loved it.
Well, thank you. But my question is, did I announce that there would be a spoiler at the end of the interview?
Yeah, you did.
I announced it at the beginning. I said at the beginning.
Yeah, you announced it multiple times. I think you announced it at the beginning, and then I think like right before it happened, you're like, now's the time.
Well,
hit the road. Why? What happened, Dave?
No, I just got a note, and I'm not calling this person out, but CCC said that they got spoiled on who the winner is because of my chat with Reality Steve, where there were no spoiler warnings. So I'm going to take your word on it that I gave adequate.
Well, you know what? I got spoiled too because of that interview. But first of all, you did warn, and I just couldn't help it. I just had to. I was like, no, I must know. I just must know. And so, like, if that was the case, then that's not really your fault. I'm not going to blame you because I couldn't help but listen.
Oh yeah, other people are agreeing too. But I will say, normally I'm better at saying the spoiler again when it's time to come. But the interview, we were talking so much, I totally forgot that that the spoiler was there. But yeah, anyway, not that it matters.
You should put up this giant banner that just stays the entire time that says "Spoiler coming. Do not blame Dave."
Well, you know what? You got to say it, and some people are listening while they're doing the dishes. So it's all I need sign language. You got to say it. You gotta put out an Amber Alert. I totally get it. It's the thing. But I have some people that don't follow my channel because of the off chance I have spoilers. But it's like, look, if you can't, like you.
But I think that goes both ways. You have people who follow you for the spoilers, and some who don't. Like it's do you want to hear them? Hear them. If you don't want to hear them, don't watch those episodes.
And somebody today they said considering boycotting my channel and all channels
here we go.
that share Reality Steve spoilers. And my thought to all that is look, by all means, boycott whatever you want. Do what you got to do. Vote with your dollar, whatever you believe in. But at the same time, I'm like, that's the takeaway from the interview I did with him. Or are you just blinders and we don't care? I've made up my mind. And again, I'm not a paid person to persuade people. I'm going to have the conversation I want to have, and people can make their own decisions. And actually, I only got one negative review from the whole thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't adhere to some people. They're always going to find something to complain about. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people who be like, oh, you didn't warn me enough, or why do you have spoilers, or why are you doing from this? As long as you're true to you, as long as you're Dave being Dave, then we all love you. No one's going to be like your real fans will show. I think, don't let those people get to you. I know you need your words of affirmation. We all love you. and just don't let these haters, like, they're just losers.
Oh,
like,
thanks. No, it's all right. I just noticed a problem here. I've got a graphics issue on my my screen here.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
You see
you got a whole lot of things going on, dude.
I don't know. My light, one of my lights just went off. I don't know if you guys could see my light just went off. Oh, hold on a sec. What the? This is a whole crap.
What is happening?
Here's what you got to do. You got
technical issues.
You got to put that there, and then people think I got some sort of.
You got this.
This is this is a mess. Hold on, I got to slide. Okay, now I got to do that. Now hold on, I got to slide that. There we go.
You got this.
There we go. And now I can bring my face back. Ladies and gentlemen, we figured it out there.
Here we go. Woo! Go, Dave.
You'd think my eyes are burning from trying to operate all. I feel like I'm like the Richard Branson in space, but I'm like the low-level live streamer who just is trying to do it all by himself. But Angel says, yeah, I'm getting multiple people saying I warned them of the spoiler. I will try to do better of like telling people, but it's like I'm also very redundant. A lot of people are like, he didn't share the spoiler till 7 minutes in, and it's like, yeah, that's because anyway, you get it. But I will say,
just like I said, don't let these people get to you. Like, they're just not worth the time. And if they got like you're like, I did my job, I did my part. Like I said, spoiler alert, then. So, yeah, you're no longer to blame. It's out of your hands.
Yeah. All right. Well, we solved it. And I appreciate you.
Yeah, there you go.
But CCC says, I was doing the dishes at the beginning. Well, I know you're on the phone here. I'm responding to someone else, and that might be rude. But, if you're doing the dishes, you should still be listening to the podcast. I verbally said spoiler. Anyway, you get it. You're spoiled. You know the ending. Now we know. I'll try to be better, when I do my spoilers in the future. But anyhow, I appreciate you appreciating my authentic self. I'm not like perturbed by I wasn't too worried about the negative consequences. But they still, even if you're prepared for them, once in a while you get one and it's annoying. I did have.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. I get it. Like I would get annoyed too, but you actually keep it very cool. Like I would be telling a lot of people off.
Oh, yeah. Well,
just be telling everybody off.
I've done that sometimes in the chat when it gets like, I've kind of learned that the chat is not a good place to have discussions where like. It's not good because I can't see the person, and it's just it gets you back into that like Facebook comment thread where people aren't respecting me and I'm not respecting them because we're not seeing and talking to each other in that type of way. But were you on the Patreon episode when I was reading that one person's comment about like that all the advice they offered me?
I did see parts of it because I was at work, so I saw parts of it, but not all of it. I came in and left and then came in. I haven't rewatched it all yet.
No, I mean, it's not worth it, but it was bananas.
It's not worth it.
This guy gives me all this advice, and he's like, people are not going to like your interview, and this is why. And he breaks it down like 15 different things. And then everyone but since then, I haven't gotten one person. And I'm talking Reddit, which is rough. Not one person didn't say, hey, good interview. Not one person. So I was like, all right. And then people were saying, oh, that guy was just projecting. He's got his own issues, this and that. And I was like, all right, okay. But you want to take like a little bit of feedback because, it's not something I don't do many interviews on my channel ever. And that interview itself was kind of a big deal. I had notes and everything because the last thing I wanted was to be accused of like not covering an important thing or whatever the case may be,
Yeah, well, like I said, I missed I only caught the end of it, but I got the gist. I'm like, okay, it's just one of those people once again that they're just going to be annoying, and I know it must be so frustrating. Like even for me, if like anytime like people say things about you don't want to hurt people, you don't want to upset people, or but at the same time you're like, no, but I'm not like, come on, like. Sometimes you just have to like not always adhere to people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm drunk. Today I'm drunk. Okay. I'm on the one.
You keep drinking. I'm going to let you go. And I always appreciate the phone calls. So have a nice hot toddy for me.
Yes. Have a good night. Bye, everyone. Bye, Dave. Bye.
Bye. All right, and of course, CCC said, "I'm not a hater, Dave Neal. I'm an OG with you." CCC, there is no hate whatsoever. We're all having fun. I wasn't accusing you of any sinister motives there. I really appreciate you, and you're not wrong. Technically, I did at the beginning say though we are going to share a season spoiler. But I didn't do a good job of breaking into the interview and saying, "All right, guys, now's your chance to tune away." And I understand if you're listening to a 60-minute interview and it's flowing, that spoiler jumped right in. So I do apologize. You're not wrong. Absolutely. But anyway, yes, I think I am a little bit behind in the comments. So let me keep going here. I'm so impressed with Dave's technical expertise. Well, I mean, there's not much happening here. There's just, we're just trying our best, but you learn and you grow. Like if you guys have been around, it's kind of like I'm like on level 2 of learning the piano, where like I can hit a few buttons now. But by all means, nothing crazy. But you guys are all fantastic, and as always, thank you so much, Sophia. Sophia has been around for a very, very long time, and you have been very kind. So let's go and play a couple more voicemails here.
Hey, somebody just left a great voicemail about how they hate the wedding dates. Oh my God, dude. The wedding dates are the worst date like you could possibly ever have. Like, I mean, the Bachelors have so many of these horrible dates. This was a one-on-one, but they do horrible group dates where they're like confessing their whole lives to each other and stuff and all their dirty secrets. But this one really stinks.
Yeah.
And to think, like, hopefully the Bachelorette or the Bachelor gets to see all the one-on-one dates that they're going to have for the whole season. And then they get to choose, like, which guy they want to take on which date. Because, like, you imagine if they have someone that they really, like, love on this show and they want to be with on the show, like one of the front runners or whatever. And then they do this date. They do the wedding date. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm assuming if they get to pick, they're going to pick someone that they don't really think it's going to work out with.
Oh, I was just getting a voicemail. Sorry. Someone was
wedding date, and, they're not having to, like, do it with someone they think they're actually going to marry. All right. That date sucks. All right.
Yeah, it sucked.
Peace out, yo.
It absolutely sucked. Absolutely. Now we're getting a voicemail. I don't know who this is, but let's see if we can go to this call here. Hello, you are on the air.
Oh, hi, Dave. I'm calling from Switzerland. I thought I'd leave a voicemail.
Oh, my gosh. This is the clearest sounding phone call I've ever received. You're in Switzerland.
Yes. I just woke up. It's 8:20 in the morning, and I never get the live chats, but I jumped on real quick because I have a late morning. And hi, everybody. I'm just going to leave it.
Well, to who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
It's Deborah. From Switzerland.
Deborah in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So on the WhatsApp, it's my fault. I don't know how to accept voicemails. So whenever anyone calls on the WhatsApp, I do just take a phone call there. So I apologize for putting you on the spot, but it might have been fate. Who knows?
No, I think it was. I don't know.
What brings you to Switzerland?
My husband, he wanted to work overseas, so we've been here almost 20 years.
Oh my gosh,
it's lovely.
20 years. How's the chocolate? I hear it's good chocolate.
Oh, the chocolate's fantastic. And if you ever get a P.O. box, I will send you some.
Oh my gosh, that's good reason alone. Yeah. Send me a DM on Instagram. We'll talk.
Okay.
Now, did you watch the episode or are you?
No.
Okay.
It's totally fine. I kind of know what happens, but I'm so excited to jump on and see you guys. I've been on the chat very few times because I hit the time right, so I'm not worried about the spoiler. I'm making that choice for myself. Well, it's okay, whatever happens in the chat.
We talk about so many random things that it's almost hard to even hear a spoiler because we're just talking, Sarai's calling in drunk and everyone's hanging out and confessing their stories. It's almost like we forget we even watched the show at this point.
Yeah, it's true. But I'll watch in a couple hours. I can't say my source of watching, but I manage to watch. So
very nice. Sounds like you've got an international VPN. We won't ask. I'm going to be out of the country. I'm going to be out of the country next week, so I'm not even sure how I'm going to watch, but we'll have to figure it out. Now, what's your plan for the day in Switzerland? What do you got going on over there?
Well, I have a little studio and I work on props and jewelry, and we have a show coming up. Maybe it's been canceled 3 times, and we're doing Little Shop of Horrors. So I'm finishing up the gas mask for the dentist when he dies.
Wow,
so that's my gig. So,
what kind of what kind of theater are you performing at, or will this be performed?
It's an English speaking musical theater company that's been around since the 70s. And we just have a lot of fun, and it's pretty. I mean, we're on professional stages and things like that. But I get a huge budget, so I get to spend money on stuff I don't have to keep and and make stuff. So it's fun.
It sounds amazing. That sounds like such a fun job you have over there.
Yeah.
Now,
It's great.
I'm not too familiar. Are you in the French part of the country?
Oui. But I don't speak French very well. I get by. I
was going to say no hablo French. Back in the day, I studied in France, so I know a little bit. So I know enough to order some chocolate. Some je voudrais pain du chocolat. You know what I mean? I'm good at ordering. Just enough to get.
That's it.
That's all you need, really. Is I got good at ordering drinks and croissants. So if you can get some brie and a beer, that's all you need. Well, anyway, did you have anything you wanted to ask, or were you just calling to say hi?
I called to say I am so impressed with how you've been dealing with some of these really difficult conversations, and I know we all want to see more of that. I love that you're branching out a little bit, kind of stretching the net from Bachelor, to these conversations. I think it's really important, and what you're doing is really good work. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, I would stretch the net much farther, but you gotta kind of play within the technical algorithm of it all. It's kind of like if I don't make a story that's Bachelor themed, it's just gonna fall. There'll be a day when we can just wake up and make whatever stories we want. But in the meantime, I feel like I'm just going to try to build as much of an audience out. I'm going to squeeze as much life out of this fan base, and then hopefully that'll be enough to win over YouTube and other places.
Yeah. Well, I think also your idea of looking at Survivor, I think it's a great idea. And watch Too Hot to Handle if you have the time, because it's really, it's a mess. It's a mess.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
There's
I think
another.
the net.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's another show that the F Boy Island I might cover, because that actually is from a Bachelor producer, and that looks like a lot of fun. Where there'll be.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's going to be coming out, I believe, on HBO soon, and it'll be where some guys are competing just to win money and they're not serious, and then some guys are going to be competing because they want to settle down, and it's up to the women to decide which is which. So I think it's a fun premise.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that one up. That looks like a good one. Yeah. I mean, I love this. I love the channel, and I love. Oops.
Can you hear me?
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Oh yeah. I think, you have to stay within your algorithm and everything, but I like that you have really off the rails videos and just funny as hell. And then you have these moments of some serious stuff. And by the way, I've been with Tasha since the beginning, and love how you've promoted her and how she's done such great work. So shout out to Tasha too.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll tell Tasha. Hey, Tasha.
You're welcome.
Oh, she's in the shot. I thought Tasha was in the room next door. She's not. I'll let her know though. She'll be very happy to hear that. And we're happy.
She's so cute.
She's we're in it for the long haul. So I didn't think we'd be growing her channel this soon, but I'm glad we are. I mean, she'll shoot past me in no time. It'll be great.
Yeah, it's a really great. I don't know if there's another channel that's doing what she's doing the way she's doing it, and I'm just it's fantastic. So
thanks.
and give a pat to Boone
I'm actually,
For me, 'cause he's a cutie.
he's actually at my feet right now, so I'm stepping on his feet, kind of like kicking his legs right now because he's a little
Yeah.
furball because he got a nice bath today. But I will tell him that he got some love from Switzerland.
Yes, yes. Well, take care. Great chat, and keep going.
Thanks, and have a good day tomorrow or today where you are. And
Today, yes.
hit me up with that chocolate. I'll take some.
Okay. Watch your DMs.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. You guys like how I do that? I just work my way into getting free chocolate. I got some problems. All right, well, let's get to a few more voicemails here. If anyone needs to leave, I won't stop you, but we'll get through these voicemails. Tracy in Washington State, you're up.
Hey, Dave. My name is Tracy. I'm calling from Washington State. So, this is my confession. So, love your channel. Obviously, love the community. But I have to confess that I already checked out of this season as I already read the spoilers. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of Katie's. Hear me out. I honestly think since Juan Pablo's season, it's been encouraged for women to basically publicly humiliate the males in their season. I'm all for privately talking to the guy, but to come at someone, especially for not being there for the right reasons, when you showed up in your season with a clear gimmick, clearly you had more than love on your mind. You wanted airtime, you wanted clout. I just think respect goes both ways. Men and women should be both held to the same standards. That's my thoughts.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate your opinion. I'm going to err on the side of if the guys aren't complaining about being objectified, then I'm not going to be offended by it. It's going to be up to them. So as long as they're kind of cool with it and they understand, like, I don't think the no stroke Saturdays or whatever the hell they're doing, I don't think that was done in any sort of way. I don't know. I don't think it was a big deal. I don't think Katie's vibrator was a big deal. And I don't think these guys not jerking their chain for a few days is a big deal. But I respectfully do appreciate your opinion. Now, Franny says, do I want some Brazilian coffee? You bet your bottom dollar I do. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you got Brazilian coffee, we'll love to check it out. Brianna, you're up.
Hi, Dave. This is Brianna. I haven't called in like forever, but you were begging for voicemails. So I just want to say, like, honestly, like, the chemistry between Blake and Katie is, like, it's so intense. I have to turn away all the freaking time, but I'm just, like, so here for it. And honestly, I just feel like he likes her more than any of the other guys. Also, my dad's having surgery tomorrow for his brain. If anyone is, like, a prayer person or anything, please, or send out nice thoughts. Okay, great. Bye.
Absolutely. Your father's having brain surgery tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Did you say your father? I thought you were the one having brain surgery. Or no, that was Adriana. Where's our friend who had brain surgery recently? Is she doing okay? It's hard to keep track, guys, but I really hope everyone's out there. Yeah, positive energy. Here's the thing with positive energy. You can be in Switzerland, Hawaii, Brazil. It doesn't matter. The human body, the soul, like the way that we connect, it's way bigger than what we can even calculate. So the voice can only travel so far, but the soul and the power of prayer and the power of community can travel around the world and back. So we wish your dad has the smoothest, best surgery tomorrow and that everything goes great. Modern medicine is amazing, and I have full faith that he's going to do great. Let us know. And everyone in the comment section that wants to share positive energy, prayers, whichever direction, just send them out there to Brianna and her father. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, Dave. Just a really quick one, because I just left another one. Can we have a fun group date? These poor guys. The group date today, it could have been fun, but then the two drag queen people want to just do insults the whole time, and then the guys are insulting each other the whole time, basically, and then the editing is horrible, so basically the one guy, Hunter, I believe, just gets, looks like the bad guy the whole time.
I'm losing you.
And it's very similar.
I might have... Hold on. I think I'm losing you here.
They just had where they're all doing it.
You got a little muffle on the end. I don't know why that happened, but no, I don't blame the drag queens for how the date went bad. It was a bad execution. yeah, I don't know. Maybe the guys just weren't prepared to roast. I don't know what the case might be, but clearly they had the whole set. They have the whole set up for the roasting, and they dropped the ball on it, so they messed it up. I don't know how, but yeah, I mean, look, they're kind of quarantined, so they're only limited to so many things that they can do, and they're trying to do like one athletic event, one of these, one roast. I mean, I think it wouldn't. Brianna says she's going to check back in next week. Thank you so much, Brianna. Please do. I'm going to wrap this live stream up. I still have a little bit of editing to do on last night's recap, just light editing, and I'm having a blast though. Tasha and I have to get up in about 5 hours, so I think it just might be a short night for me. Lots of content coming out tomorrow. Deborah said those two drag queens are epic in the community. Yeah, I feel like something didn't translate to the episode. We don't know what it is, but knowing that they're like prominent, like great performers, I'm going to assume Bachelor producers messed this one up. I'm going to assume that. For all we know, they were supposed to start and then start at 9 a.m. and have a full day to shoot. And maybe there was a delay on set or something happened and their time was cut in half, so they couldn't write proper roast jokes. We don't know. I have no idea what happened. But anyway, we got some great voicemails there. Thank you everyone for calling in. I think I could honestly, if the times were right and we were celebrating, I think I could honestly go all night. But with this turnover schedule, I got to make I got like 5 videos coming out tomorrow, so we're gonna have to call this one quits here. Last chance if there's any voicemails. The number's going away right there. Again, I know I'm sure Catherine in Florida is already asleep, but I'm so proud to hear that we virtually doubled the amount of money she needed for her dog. Thank you everyone for that. Thank you Sarai for hanging in there. We respectfully poke fun at your drunkenness. It's with all love. Plum's mom, Deborah, GJ, everyone, Triple C, sorry for spoiling. Sophia said make the Zoom thing happen. Okay, I'll find out. We'll find out how to do that. We'll do it like a Zoom. Yeah, let's do that. We'll figure out how to do a Zoom Bachelor live stream hang. I would say Friday, but that's going to be a bad one for me this week. So it might not happen for me this week, but we'll have to figure that out. We will have to figure that out. We'll set a time and we'll all get on there and we'll party. The Brit from Austin, thank you so much for the phone call, and everyone else for hanging in there. You guys have been fantastic. No more voicemails. All right, we waited. They're all in. Thank you guys so much for contributing to such a fun vibe. You've been amazing. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a ton of content coming out. Sometimes YouTube doesn't tell you when I have a video that comes out. That's just what happens. So just check my channel. It'll be there. First video at 7 a.m. all day long. So thank you guys so much. You've all been fantastic. You've been so supportive, and it's all appreciated. Good night, everybody.
Somos como un huracán, como el sol derritiendo un helado. No nacimos pa' durar, si no disfruta lo que no ha pasado. Boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Con la boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Suena el ritmo ram pam pam, el baile nos pide más. Debajo de las sábanas nos encontraría. Suena el ritmo ram pam pam, vamos pa' una ronda más. Tu cuerpo se come como una nucita. Con la boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Con la boca y placer, si me toca yo te como otra vez. Con la boca y placer,
Good night, children.